Hi, Sarge here. We're going to talk a little bit about lifetime management. We're going to put a hyphen in it, though. It's going to be lifetime management, not just lifetime management. But first, let me give you a little something besides me to look at over here. Look at this place. This is called Paradise Cove. It's on the east side of our beautiful island of Utila, and it's just beautiful, like the rest of the island is. But lifetime management. Let's get back to that. I'll show you some more scenery later, I promise. There's going to be a number of videos on this because it's such a multifaceted thing. There's so much that you need to cover. It's as easy as saying make a decision and make it happen, but yet it's as in-depth as spending the next month figuring it out. So, lifetime management. Due to life experiences, whatever, I have been a firm believer and knowledgeable in myself that you don't get 1 second of time back. And on top of that, you never know when your last second's going to be. None of us are guaranteed the next second, let alone tomorrow, let alone next month, next year. Okay? So if you're not living your life to the fullest right now, you're missing out. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to make a lot of videos on this because this is an area that I really think that a lot of people just don't get. A lot of people spend more time planning their day than they do planning their life. And to me, that makes no sense. It all starts with a decision. You've got to make the decision to make a change, and then you take steps, even if they're small. Every day you take a step toward that goal of whatever your dream is. For Tamara and I, it started, everybody when they're a kid, they go, oh yeah, I want to grow up and live on a beautiful Caribbean island by the ocean, and the weather's always pretty and the water's always blue. That's kind of a dream, but for Tamara and I, it started about 3.5, 4 years ago of being an actual, hey, let's do this. And again, the first step was we made the decision, okay, babe, you know what, we're moving to Utila. We found this place, we fell in love with it, and we made the decision that we were going to move here. That was the biggest thing. Then it was in our minds that that's what's going to happen. It's unavoidable, it's going to happen. We're not just playing with it, it's not just talk. And then every day after that, we took steps. We made lists, we got pros and cons, we made future plans of what do we need to do it, how much money do we have to have, how much can we take with us, every minute detail we thought about it. And every day we tried to cross something off a list. And our first plan, as many of you know, if you're not new, we had our eye on a beautiful property on the southwest part of the island. It was a boat access only, but it was a lot of money. And we would have needed investor help to get that done. Well, you know what? That plan did not work out. But since that's what we were shooting for, you've heard the term shoot for the moon, or shoot for the stars, sometimes you'll hit the moon, or whichever it is. It was that kind of situation. We already had the decision made that we were going to move here. So when our first big picture didn't work out, guess what? A smaller picture was very doable because we were shooting at a big picture. So we still made it happen. Now we're leasing a house while we look for property on the island for the next year. We're living here now. We've got our dog here. We're setting up different business avenues for ourselves for income, and as a way of sharing this beautiful island and making memories with others that they'll have for a lifetime. But that's the process, and we're going to have more on that in many videos. But how many people do you know that say, I hate my job? Or they sit in a cubicle and they just chase themselves around and they say, okay, next month I'm going to do something. Next year I'm going to do. They wait for that one lousy week of vacation a year, and they just wear themselves to a nub to get there, and then they spend the whole time stressing about going back to work. What kind of life is that? Some people are happy to do that. Some people are not. Tamara and I are not that way. We both owned our companies for years before we did this. We owned our own companies. We didn't work for anybody else. We made the decision to work for ourselves, and we did it, and we were successful, and now we're here. And that's what we're here to help you do, is in this whole series, as we get more organized and get our packages put together, that's our goal, is to help people do what we did. We've lived it. We've both had huge life experiences on either side that are, on either side, they're almost polar opposite. But we've both had life experiences that enabled us to do this, that enable us to help you make this happen. No matter what your situation is, we can help you do that. But lifetime management, I want you to think about that a little bit. And then when this next video rolls out and you hear lifetime management part 2, you'll already have some thoughts in your head. What is your dream? What dream do you have that you would love to make a reality? But right now it's just a dream. How can you do that? Are you serious about it? Can you be serious about it? Those are the things you need to think about for the next time. But until then, let me leave you with a little more scenery. Look at this beautiful place. Palm trees, we're surrounded by palm trees, beautiful sun, beautiful water. I'm gonna get out there a little bit later and get under there, so you know that's me. Anyway, y'all have a good day. Wait for that next video, we'll get more into it.